Hi, we're back for our second round. I'm going to get everybody organized and we will continue doing what we were doing. Awesome. Just hang out. Hello, we're going to probably get started in a few minutes, so if you want to find a spot to cozy into, we're seeing a couple of seats up here. If anybody wants some cozy couch seats, but if anybody knows that they are life-sucking, yeah, come on, settle down a little bit. I was going to mention that Ruth, walking by here, does have a petition for those that are city voters about the 4-year terms. Well, the board just decided themselves to make themselves a 4-year. So maybe after we're done, go and talk to her and see what she has to tell us about that. So after we finish with this, you'll still be hanging around.
Yeah, I've got the petition committee, of course. We just want them to put it on the ballot and let us decide.
So just deciding like, oh yeah, Tuesday night we're going to decide. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Less paper involved with all the signs all over the place. All right, so this is the second half of Freshly Brewed. I got all my microphones on, I hope. Don't really know if that was great, what we all did this previous one. And we'll just keep doing this. So I'll start and we'll kind of do the same order that we had. If you want to do the second round, say, just get up. If you want to decline, just give me a not tonight. This one, like we were talking about, the writer's block, I went into the library, to the dictionary and found some words that would make it, but then I was laughing because you do need to know how to pronounce them. But so this is a couple of the other ones that I had. The words were mail, offer, dinner, end, debt, decide, page, brick, assert, string. You're like, ooh. So it came out as just a 2-line poem. The mail offered dinner, and for her end of the debt, he decided to collect and writes her a page. She answers him back with a brick to assert a coupling won't happen. Won't happen with his string of a penis. This is the second half, so you can get a little blue if you want to. So, and then the other one I had was assemble day, rasping, numberless, oven, buzz, arrogant, typeset, caution, and ache. This is sort of a poem about a soldier that's gone. So, his ensemble in the kitchen makes her day start raspy. Numbness sets in, the oven buzzes arrogant. The newsprint typeset, a caution, warning displayed. She aches for his homecoming, aches for him every day. Got one more, so we can do 3 more if you'd like, because I think we have enough time. Really, there's no reason for us to leave here because there's nobody coming after us. There is the open mic comedy, so they can get kind of loud. So this one is Fall Still Laid. All still laid on the spring grounds, coupled chairs from evening fires rooted themselves to composting leaves. A lover should come, a lover should blow away the debris, but no lover comes for the drying field. No lover, no friend, no heart, no talk. All quiet outside the park, all quiet in the woods, just the birds' chirping sounds of mating, building, pollinating, foraging, rooting from spring grounds still filled with fall. I've been having a little bit of a slump, so these are, you know, what I found out. So the next person up, I think, is Sam. And after Sam would be Tom, who's the second poem, yes, and then Allie. You all should remember who.
Back. All right, so no, I have a request for no woods poems.
More woods. The most woods.
All right, I'll start with a woods poem.
Do it.
How fast is that? Okay. This one's called Past the Place. How's that? Past the place where the wind swirls over the mountain, and halfway down you will find a cottage in the hill with creatures small and singular surrounding, watching, wondering as they will, what in this hovel home happens still. In the night with cold smoke falling from the tilting chimney top, what happens between these veils that people told and forgotten tales? As wasted words wend winsome through the leaves, a lone candle lights the window in the farthest room, coming near through the flickering gloom, casting its singular reflection on the snows, while the lone call cries as if he knows. And the denizen depart as the door creaks open and the man speaks who has no heart. To the world long left behind, I am here, I am here, I am here. No mourning, no cheer, just a simple phrase, a promise, I am here. The door closes against the night, past the place where the wind swirls over the mountain. There are no woods in there. I don't think there's any woods. This one's called Daffodils Yellow. Take daffodils yellow and the aromatic orange of saffron, and with the bright, clear blue water of a shallow sea, mix it in a bowl so thin and porcelain white, through it you can see. Add a sigh or two of privately remembered blush of first bliss, a soft moan of passion, and throw it to the sky on the wind of a song. Walk the cool, shady lanes, speckled with golden light between the trees, shining on the leaves so bright, as you notice the tiny bird on the velvet moss-covered rock, cool and wise, silently holding all you have lost. And look away, remembering when you were young and tan in the meadow where you met your only friend. Smell the saffron as it lights the sky streaked with daffodils yellow and the songs on which they fly. Taste the salt on the bright blue sea, like the sweet sweat from the lips of that kiss. Look away and think of me. Look away and think of me. And this is the last one. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. So I said to myself, I said, sometimes I forget what I'm doing when I'm not doing anything at all. You know what I mean? How can that be? You aren't doing anything to forget about. Yeah, but I was doing something before I was not doing anything, so I had to stop. What was I doing then? I mean, right before I stopped, I forget. I don't know, I said assuredly, but I once read somewhere a saying that said, warning, don't try to remember everything at once. It affects the ways. Yes. And mind your head. Yeah, that was always one of my favorites. Yeah, but is it saying listen to your head and do what it tells you, or watch out for things that might hit you in the head? Like an errant thought? Or a low ceiling shooting star? Like Johnny after he heard his first Beatles song? No, like from the cosmos. Yeah, like that. But sometimes I forget about all of that when I'm right smack dab in the middle of doing absolutely nothing. And then all I'm doing is trying to remember what I was doing when I was doing nothing. Like looking at sand on the beach and then noticing that one particular grain and seeing it for what it truly is as it stands alone, and seeing it as it has always been and as it is right then and will be. And then, at that very moment, you realize you forgot all about the stars. Like when God notices you Yeah, I guess it's like that. Well, what was he doing when he was doing absolutely nothing and realized that he forgot what he was doing when he noticed me? Washing the waves, probably. Probably, yes, just washing the waves and minding his head. Yes, probably minding his head. I'm going to get back to what I was doing, which was absolutely nothing.
I came up here and I don't remember who's next. I was making sure that I was trying to make sure that I had all my microphones.
Okay.
This up a little bit. There we go. Okay, my first poem tonight was about moms. So my second one is going to be about dads.
Yes. Yeah.
Moms. Called The Measure of a Man. Some men are ambitious. Some men are kind. Some men seek power. Power they find. Some men have families. Some men do not. Some men base their worth on the things that they've got. But a man's true measure, when it's all said and done, will be in the love of a daughter or son. It will be in his friends who remember him well. It will be in the stories that they love to tell. A life is built from the choices that are made today. What is said to the folks that we meet along the way. A helping hand, a kind word, a smile or a frown. The things that matter, simple but profound. It's not what he does when the world's looking on, but what he does when he's all alone. It's not how he acts when there's a fortune at stake, but how he helps a friend when there's no money to make. It's not what he says when eye to eye he sees, but what he says when he disagrees. It's not his religion, it's not his creed, but what he does to help those in need. It's one thing to be pleasant when life flows along, when everything's easy and goes like a song. But the man worthwhile is the man who can smile when life throws him a curve and everything goes dead wrong. These are the things that tell the tale. These are the things that never fail. These are the things that make a life. These are the things that make it turn out right. These are the things that measure a man. These are the things that show the world where he stands.
I think Allie, you're next, then Liv, then Roger. Yeah. Oh, you got it?
Alright. Blank paper, a lot of years of not saying anything. It seems like a waste of the many lifetimes I've been living each week. A stepmom, an escapee, a muse, a workhorse, a little off but friendly. At times a sad, quiet oak tree for friends to gather around for peace. Burrowed, hoarding art and empty love affairs. A lot of years of not saying anything. Pieces come together from a therapist's chair. A scapegoat for the family, a troubled one for sure, an escapee, a muse, a little off but friendly. At times, a quiet oak tree for family to gather around for shade from their disease. Burrowed, hoarding secrets and regrets, creating treacherous roots and cracks along the trunk. A lot of years of not saying anything. I don't really know about this one, but I've got flies swarming around this shit I call searching for love. Rock stars in my bedroom. In my veins is energy trapped, trying to ride out a 70s love affair on a road trip on mushrooms. But my body is at a desk, reviewing legal documents. Arctic monkeys said, I want to be your vacuum cleaner. Suck up all your dust, I want to be yours. But I have asthma, so the So there's still time for hope and future happiness. And I don't feel it in my stomach telling me to turn back, just with my eyes lifted, looking out for signs that you are here with me too. In my throat, wishing to sing lightly, in my chest, making it easier to breathe. In my arms and fingers as if I am drunk or slightly buzzed, happy on a Sunday afternoon with friends singing with cellos in the forest. My cheeks puffed up in a youthful spirit, feet ready to dance around, legs warmed up and everything relaxed into the crash of hormones swirling about. Emily said that hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. But for me, it's those messages that breathe new life after all those crushed dreams and broken hearts, bringing potential promises of happily ever after, or just happily right now. And I shudder at being foolish, but as long as I don't feel it in my gut that you are wrong, then I can maintain the hope that this could be something honest, something pure and good. Christmas lights and selfies, laughing, and deep talks with empathy about the state of humanity and what it is that drives us each forward to hope with ourselves, to hope for ourselves despite knowing the evils of the world, despite the disappointments that there is something fluttering about, reaching out, whispering that there could be something lovely. And until it's not, I'll let the hope perch inside, giving lightness to the present time, until those dreams are inevitably crushed. But it is with the hope that I feel like life has some reward, some hushed meaning that travels on past the hope and past the desperation and loneliness, traveling with excitement with a quiet rush of chemicals as I long to touch you, to breathe in the air you give freely to me in hope.
Yeah. Roger, do you have one? Yeah. Oh, no, Liv. Sorry. It's Liv next, right?
You were before me earlier.
No, actually you were. Yeah, my mistake. And then you. I like to mix it. I like to make everybody on edge.
Yeah, keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
I couldn't find in my Gmail archives the poem I wanted to read, so I found a different one that is kind of funny. I clearly wrote this in a profound moment of rage a few years ago when I was very mad at someone. I wrote this back in grad school, and it's actually not finished, so I'm just going to try to finish it as I go, and we'll see. If you thought I'd write a poem about you, you were right. You roach. Remember 2 a.m. in your kitchen? We were drunk, stoned, cookie-making crusaders, the screen door wide open, come one bug, come all. We saved the spiders. We made a game of blowing smoke to slow them, catch them, put them in paper cup jail, and escort them back home. We believed every creature deserved life, even if they encroached on our happy, love-drunk midnights. Our rescue missions had one exception. We agreed the roaches are never worth it. We killed them outright, swinging shoes like swords, and we toasted afterwards to a homicidal job well done. But passing time clears the fog, and although I'm generally still a non-violent person, you are not a person to me at all. You are the roach on my wall, your presence unwelcome in the home that is my life, and my shoe in hand patience awaits you. The moment strikes, and this poem is my size 6, hitting the wall with everything I've got. So if you thought I'd make art about you, you were right. I will frame your blood and guts in my shoe print. And that's all I have.
That's good. That works. I love it. Actually, we're getting kind of low on time. Maybe just one, that would be.
This poem comes from my wondering about the history of the place I grew up and the people who were originally there. It's called When Did the Tears Flow? When did the tears flow? Was it when they arrived in their wagons, those with pink faces and yellow hair, holding guns and axes and plows and spread out across this land? Was it when you walked along Terrapin Ridge, knowing that the baby you carried, the one looking around so eagerly then, would not remember this view? Was it when you hiked to Twin Caves to meet your friends and you knew that this time goodbye might be forever? Was it when you went to the swimming hole at Big Bend in Yellow Creek near the apple trees and you knew that if this would be the last time? Was it when you climbed your favorite tree, the tall one, and looked out over the forest of oaks, maples, and poplars and wondered how many would be cut down so the new people could plant more corn? Was it during the long hours making arrows, each one precious and not to be wasted, and you had time to wonder whether the hunting would be as good across the big river where the sun sets? Was it when you sat in the circle around the last fire and laughed at your brother who wobbled when you danced? Was it when you waited during the feast to get your portion and hoped to wait again, hoped that there would be as many surviving the journey to share in the next feast? How did you share your tears? Was it freely for your young son and daughter to see as you packed together for the journey? Or was it joined with the tears of others in the circle of men as you offered each other the gift of sage smoke? Was it under the deerskin as you held the woman and she held you and stroked your brow and traced the tear with her finger down your cheek? Did you let the hairy-faced men see your tears? Would they have even noticed? Did you ever wonder whether any of the settler children and those yet to be born, down to the 6th and 7th generation, would know that you once roamed this forest and laughed, wept, and made love right here, and comforted the infant and held your father as he took his last breath? And if they did know, what then?
So we have, Doug, did you want to do one more? Yeah, I think we'll just do like one each. Be Doug, then Mark, and then you guys. Do you have more than one, or because you didn't? Yeah, that's, well, you know, we'll see. But our returning people, we'll just do one.
So I look out and see a few people of my generation and younger folks as well, of course. Again, I was reminded by Roger's poem that each generation has its wars, and mine was Vietnam. Whether there are any veterans in the audience or not, you probably have fathers or uncles, no matter what your age is, who were veterans. And so this is a poem that's always touching when I read it. I did not write it. It's written by a man named Walter McDonald, and McDonald was a pilot in Vietnam. He came home and attended the university in Texas, and then started a literature program there, and I think he died in 2022, but had a long career following his service. But I think the reason this touches me so much is that there's a truth in it, no matter what generation you're in. And it's called, What If I Didn't Die Outside Saigon? So what do you want? He growled inside the chopper, strapping me roughly to the stretcher, as if I were already dead. Jesus, I swore, delirious with pain, touching the hot mush of my legs. To see my wife, go home, play with my kids, help them grow up, you know. His camouflaged face was granite, a colonel or a sergeant who'd seen it all. He wore a parka in the rain, a stubby, stale cigar bit tight between his teeth, a nicked machete like a scythe strapped to his back. He raised a fist and held the chopper. He wore a gold wristwatch with a bold, sweep second hand. The pilot glanced back, stared, and looked away. Bored, the old man asked, "Then what?" His cigar bobbed. I swallowed morphine and choked More time to think about planting trees, teach my kids to fish, and catch a ball. Yeah, he said, sucking the cigar, thinner than he seemed at first. Through a torrent of rain, I saw the jungle closing over me like night. And travel, I said, desperate, to see the world. That's it, safe trips with loved ones, long years to do whatever. Make something of my life. Make love, not war. I couldn't believe it. Wisecracking cliches about to die. He didn't smile, but nodded. So, what then? What then? Listen, that's enough. Isn't that enough? His cigar puffed into flame. He sucked and blew 4 perfect rings, which floated through the door and suddenly dissolved. Without a word, he leaned and touched my bloody stumps, unbuckled the stretcher straps, and tore the killed in action tag from my chest. And I sat up today in bed, stiff-legged, out of breath, an old man with a room full of pictures of children who've moved away, and a woman a little like my wife, but twice her age, still sleeping in my bed.
So I have Mark and then you guys, and then CK will close us out. So our returning people will do one, and then, you guys do. Hey.
Can I do one?
Oh, you want to do one
Sure.
too?
It's
Okay.
very short.
Okay.
And I just wrote it.
Okay. You want to do it now?
Sure.
What you got? So this is who's going to be making noise next door. You can tell them.
Yes, I'm Phil. I'll explain who I am in just a minute. Yes, I will be in the other room, and I just want to tell you about, I know you guys like doing poetry and the people out there playing games. Everybody has a different activity they like to do. Some people like to drink and play or watch a sport. There are many things to do for fun. I'll try to keep this short. Some people like to knit or weave upon a loom. I like telling stupid jokes, 9 o'clock in the other room.
Yay! I don't have to tell you what's happening there. All right. You can follow that one. He didn't need a microphone.
It's strange where we get inspiration sometimes. Once I littered, I threw a banana peel out the window on my way to the beach. And later that day, a wave flattened me out, basically gave me a concussion. And that was the inspiration needed for this poem. The whole tried world. This world is colorful and wide. She's also whole, but way too tried to stand or pander to our pride. She feeds our lives and holds who's died. When we have littered, mother cried, and her nature resides inside. Should her tested patience subside, we'd not outrun her wrathful tide. This troubled world is curved but kind, spins still for those who fall behind. Her eyes are strained but far from blind. She heeds the meanness of mankind, and in this worldly warring grind, to this blue globe we are confined. She never will nor should unwind, for if she stops, we're in a bind. This world's as wide as she's awake, and should we ever make her ache, we'd soon be met with quite a quake. Thinking she's ours is a mistake. She never will be ours to take. Scarred flesh her veil, the blood-cried lake. If those we mar, mistreat, or break, she won't forgive, let us forsake. One more. Scan down. This world's as weary as she's wide. She's been tested, troubled, and tried. She entombs everyone who's died. She just might make room for our pride. Other requests will be denied. But if we want her to provide, then by her rules we must abide. Please this planet, redeem our hide. We'd never outrun, nor from her hide. Thank you.
So we're going to do Sonya and John, then CK, then do you have time to, are you doing, okay, cool. So I'm going to let them, because they've been hanging out for a while, waiting to, tell it too, yeah. I just, they've been hanging out for a while, so.
You hear me? Yes. This one is called Conundrum. My reflection appears happy. My soul feels sad. Pushing through the day, will everything go my way? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Trying not to focus on what I lack. Easy breezy cover girl, grieving, sleeping, secret girl. Keeping pushing forward. Stay positive, stay positive. Fall behind, retreat. Pray, sleep, pray. Will I make it to the other side okay? Trying to need less, trying to appear strong, until the rug is pulled from under my feet. Where did I go wrong? A life of transparency gone awry, seeking seclusion, redemption, or is it attention? Want to fly, want to say goodbye. And later, just want a secure place to land. Will you hold my hand? Will you give me footing to stand? Will you leave me out? Will you transform my doubt? Stressing to do the best, but is that really my quest? I will hold you tight, but I can't guarantee I will be all right. Should I stay or should I go? Please, God, help me know. And this one is called John. Your beautiful brown eyes, they took my breath away. I knew by first instinct, that photograph I saw. Before I met you, I was in awe. Your voice soothes me, and you listen to my every word. I can't explain the transformation that has occurred. But let me tell you something. I am in heaven. Your touch both grounds me and sends me to new worlds. Your kiss is profound and leaves me wanting more. Your spiritual intentions, your silly inventions, your gentle, constant reminders that your love is real, secure, demonstrates what I've been looking for. And now here I am, telling you how I know I'm in love again. I can't stop thinking about you. You feel like home, like my best friend. It's hard to believe you are mine. I want to hold your hand till the end of time. My trust and gratitude for you grows every day. You make me feel young again. I just want to play. I want to show you off and share this happiness to all who will listen. Thank you, John. For you, my heart has risen.
So now we'll hear from John. And then I think I'll let Harley, and then CK, do you mind to close us out? Yeah, I'll have you last. And then after John, we'll have you.
Okay, the title of my poem is called Whoever Notices. Whoever notices when you pick up trash, when you give someone in need a little bit of cash, when you give a young couple great piece of advice, when you do anything for your kids and sacrifice, when you give all your effort at work without recognition, you strive to be your best and do it with conviction. You do it not for social media attention, but with heart, which was your whole intention from the start. Whoever notices, did it rub off on another soul? We will wonder in silence as to whose mind and soul.
Just one? Did you have another one? Yeah. Just the one?
Just the one.
Yeah, okay, cool. Did I miss anybody? Yeah.
Guys, all right, this poem is called Give Me You. Give me you. Who are you? What do you do? I'm over here, you're over there. Giving me so much face. But your face is not in my face. So what we gonna do? Give me you. Status update, give me you. Hashtag, get over here. I know I'm a serve, but be like me and have no fear. Because my spear is made of the sweetest meat that you can eat. And you can taste it and make you feel like you ate it. Is that enough innuendo? Innuendo. So let's dance. What's in my pants? Ants. And ants have exoskeletons, so you know they stay hard. But I digress. Allow me to reassess. Permission to fondle your assets. Give me you. I need more than just me. I need to be someone that you need, see? I want you in my mind, inside my mind. You have my consent. You get a whiff of my scent, and I smell delicious because all I eat is pineapples and hope. I want you to use my toothbrush like we've been shared germs. I want us to be gross. I want you to tell people what we do, and they say, ew, that's cool. Ain't you got T-Mobile? Because I want to know, can you hear me now? And I want to use up all your unlimited minutes. Thank you.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Hardly, aka Young Midlife Crisis. Thank you very much for your time.
Are you doing the? Are you a comic too?
Yeah.
All right, so go see him when he's a comic. Yeah. So we got CK. We'll close this out. Did I miss anybody? Cool. Awesome. Perfect.
All right, I'll keep it pretty short. You said you liked little glass jars. I never do little glass jars, so I'm going to do that one. This is a poem from my book that I wrote about shame and how we can give everybody else grace for how they are, but we're really hard on ourselves. It's called Little Glass Jars. I've got skeletons in my closet, but I keep their bones in little glass jars, separated out by each individual part. And when I want to remind myself how bad I am, I pick them up and I hold them in my hands. And I think about the bodies that they once made up in my path of destruction that tore them apart, and the things that I said that I can't take back, memorials for all of the things I regret. And my own home is a museum for the pain that I've caused, a soundproof sanctuary from any applause, suffering in the comfort of my own address, regress to the time and place that I made those mistakes, a grave to the concept of growth and change, because that is grace that I can give to myself. And I'd also have to allow you a boneless shelf. So I keep joining the rabbits in holes and locking myself out in the cold and wedging myself between a hard place and a rock and listening to you on the other side of the door, talking to the cops and running on this trail of thoughts. Is it always just one person's fault? And I don't know how to answer that. So I'll claim it as mine. Name your price and I'll apologize. I'll package up your bones. I know a guy. I will look after them until the end of time and string them in a cluster as a wind chime and listen to it whistle while I drink wine and feed my rotten insides. I can't make it stop. I have tried. And I want to give you forgiveness even more than I need it for myself, but you're not good and neither am I, and I'm not sure if anyone is. It sure seems like it on the internet, and I will never be as clean as them. It's too much conscience to even pretend, and part of me wonders where your jars are kept. When's the last time you checked? Does it affect you in the same way? Did you wash it clean with your dirty laundry? Is this not some ongoing moral quandary that tortures you to the point of sleep paralysis? These extra hours of deep analysis of how you hung them out with clothespins, they just blew off with a gust of wind and you never had to see them again. They healed with the passage of time, and even though you once hurt me, you're gonna be fine. But right now, I am still juggling little glass jars of bones. I am healing up these scars alone. I'll show them to anyone who comes over, making it better through overexposure, because if I don't prove to them every square inch of my dark, pour my soul into overdone heart-to-hearts, take out the bones and set them in their hands, then they can't love how bad I am. Okay.
That was great. Did I miss anybody or anybody have anything? This is wonderful to see this room full of poets and comics and all types of people. So thank you. We'll do this again next month. So come back, third Wednesday of the month. think it's something else. And if you want to come, if you like this room so much, we're going to be doing Barroom Beckett here on Monday, the same room. And Barroom Beckett is another one of our poets that come here. Dennis Cochran is running it. It's a collection of different skits, scenes, and things like that from some of our fabulous actors that are in the Raleigh area. So if you are available on Monday, about the same time, I think it's from 7 or something like that. So, yeah. Cool. Thank you.
We were just talking. I told Harvey about how I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. Yeah, we figured like that. See, the funny thing is, I don't think I could have written something in advance, but I literally scratched it out before I came up here. Kind of. I never went to it.
Yeah, I used to go there when I was in
Where is it? What's the name of the place?
Well, it's Tommy Brewed is the name of the open
I'll admit, I usually don't get poetry, but I'm like, holy shit,
I will as soon as you started. I don't like watch this.
It was great to see you guys. I am going to close out this live, and we're going to go listen to some comics. So join us here next month. I don't remember the date. It's in June, the 3rd Wednesday of the month. So bye, guys.